Hello friends, today we are watching Amberlynn Reid's video titled Nikocado Avocado. Now, although I do enjoy my time in the anti-mommy vlogger community, I like to consider myself a well-rounded drama queen because I enjoy all types of internet fuckery. Just like if you've heard of Chris Chan, and there are Christorians of people that have followed along for years and know a lot of the lore and a lot of the history and details, that's kind of how I am with Amberlynn Reid. So this video is addressing Nikocado Avocado, who is a popular mukbanger, I don't know how, and he basically said Amberlynn faked having cancer. So she addressed this in a video and we're gonna watch it. So let's get started. Also, she is gonna do her makeup and talk about some makeup things, so I'm just gonna cut that out just to not waste time. We gotta go. What I
was initially gonna do was film my Let's Talk video, but I thought that this was more important. There's just some stuff I would like to talk to you guys about. What I want to talk to you guys about is Nikocado Avocado. I want to do like just a really quick like backstory. Him and I would say we were like friends, like online friends, what I consider online friends, like where you can message them and like ask for advice or like check up on them. Things like that.
That was Amberlynn's first mistake, was being friends with the Nikocado Avocado. I find Nikocado Avocado like revolting, appalling. I don't see how anybody finds him appealing in any way. Even his character that he's putting on is so obnoxious and ridiculous that it's not even like good trolling. If you're just like acting berserk on camera and just like screaming and throwing a tantrum, I personally just don't find that enjoyable at all. Nikocado does not have a good reputation in general of being able to keep or maintain friendships, so I'm not sure why Amberlynn thought that she was going to be different. In no way am I an Amberlynn stan. In fact, I'm quite the opposite. I don't like Amberlynn, but I am a messy bitch and she is always in drama. I have a lot of opinions on Amberlynn because she's done some really awful shit that she has not atoned for, but this video I think is important to put out and you'll see why.
Because I did check up on him. I would ask how he's doing, and I would ask for advice with my YouTube, and we would talk a lot about like just the way that like reaction channels are, and like he was very much like on my side and such a nice guy, like thoroughly I loved him. Like I really did. Such a good guy, good mukbanger, like he's smart in what he does and just always gave the great advice, and he was funny, and yeah, like we didn't talk all the time, nothing like that, but I did consider him a friend, and I know everyone's definition of friend is different, which is totally understandable, but he was just always really nice, and we kind of stopped talking.
I have some friends like that online where I seek out their advice and their guidance and everything, so I get what she means.
There, actually for a hot minute, like said, it was just like a few correspondences here and there, and I don't know, I considered him a friend, and I think that's like really what matters. I think that's the point, is like genuinely like I thought he was a friend, you know? Maybe I was wrong. I might have been wrong. I don't know.
I think that Amberlynn was most definitely wrong about Nikocado being her friend, but that's kind of also how he treats everybody. It's no secret that he got canceled, which I hate using that word, but he got canceled by Stephanie Sue. There was a whole dramageddon that followed that in the mukbang community, and then there was drama before that happened with I can't remember who it was. It was some mukbanger. I don't pay attention to mukbangers, but some girl's name that started with like a V or something, I think. He's been in drama for a long time, and he is utterly, he is the epitome of ridiculousness. So I think he's probably really good at putting it on for people at first, but everybody is just fodder for him. They're just content for him. So this really is not like shocking me to my core, and I'm not convinced that Amberlynn thought that they had like a true genuine friendship, if that makes sense, because I feel like she probably either was or at least should have been more aware of his reputation and his track record of having friends that are also content creators.
Like, this is not here. I'm not here to like start drama. That was not my intention. So,
Well, girl, your channel is dying though. Like your channel, you're not getting half the views that you used to. She has been bringing up some really old drama. Now, Foodie Beauty has been terminated off of the youtube.com. So Amberlynn may have an opportunity to snatch the crown back in Girl World in the Amberverse. You're talking about this for a reason though. For a reason though. Because if you didn't want to start drama and you really didn't care, you wouldn't be making this video right now. Just like, I can't sit here and say that I care. I don't care about what you're saying because obviously I'm making a whole video. I think it's fine to care about things, even stupid things. Like, care about whatever you want. Live your life.
him and I did stop talking, like where we didn't mess each other like at all. Like, didn't talk at all, like for a long time. And last time I did talk to him was June. It was the year I found out I had cancer. So I noticed like he started making fun of me in his videos, like walking to the tree and like having dark knuckles in his mukbangs and like
The walking to the tree and the dark knuckles, if you're new to Amberlynn lore, the walking to the tree was this like video where she basically made a whole video about her walking to a tree in her backyard, and it was kind of trumped up beyond funny. And then the lore about her knuckles being dark. She has said in the past that her dark knuckles are due to her being Portuguese. Other people say it's due to insulin levels and something to do with diabetes. I'm not a doctor, I don't know about that. And then there was like Knucklegate, where people thought that she was putting makeup concealer on her knuckles, and then it became this whole thing, and she was putting concealer on her knuckles and being like, oh, is this good for you? She's lied about some really bad, really bad things and accused people of very heinous crimes against her. And I don't blame people for finding humor in the small things that she lies about versus those bigger things that she lies about. So
really throwing shade. And at first, like, it genuinely hurt my feelings. I'm literally not gonna lie. My feelings were very hurt. I don't care when people troll about me. I don't care when people make fun of me.
She's gonna sit here and say that she doesn't care, but she joins in on the trolling like a lot. Like, she'll jump in on the joke and try to be a part of the joke instead of being the subject of the joke. And it's very obvious that she absolutely does care.
I just don't. I kind of just laugh it off. But that hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings because it came out of actual nowhere. And I was like, what is happening? So I tried reaching out to him, but I guess his number got switched. I don't really know. Or maybe he faked switching his number because he didn't want to talk to me. I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past Nikocado to fake his number being switched so he doesn't have to talk to Amberlynn. That definitely sounds like something he would do.
I stopped having my feelings hurt, obviously. And I then just like found humor in it. Like, I understand his brand is like troll city. Like, I'm like literally not a troll compared to him, but it's like funny. I enjoy his trolling, you know.
You enjoy his trolling when you're not the subject of it, which I get. Like, nobody's like looking to be made fun of. As far as like the level of trolliness between Amberlynn and Nikocado, I do agree that Nick has Amberlynn beat. Amberlynn is still a massive troll.
I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just going to consider this like lighthearted. You know, he's trolling. It's fine. Him and I don't really talk anymore. So I kind of was just like over it. I was like, I really don't care at this point. So I decided to join in. I was like, you know what? I'm going to join in. Like, this is funny.
Amberlynn has this habit of joining in on a joke and kind of like reclaiming it. The thing though is that like the true meaning of the joke just goes like right over her head. Like, she just doesn't get the joke. She just thinks, haha, I'm being made fun of, so I'm gonna do that too, and I'm gonna like reclaim it. I think she does like mention something about coming up here in a minute. She does mention something about that.
Uploaded the Taco Bell mukbang because Nikocado is constantly saying like how he has a dietitian named Amber. I don't watch his videos anymore, might I add. I like don't, because mukbangs like trigger me a little bit, but people do send me clips and I'm totally fine with a clip here and there. where he's saying like he has a dietitian named Amber. I don't know. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like join in on the fun. So in my Taco Bell mukbang, I was like, yeah, I'm a dietitian. Nicholas is my client. Like just totally just, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna join in because it's really not that serious.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Let me go back to like a little bit of Amber lore from a couple years ago. Amberlynn was talking about all the lies that she's told on YouTube, but she claims not to be a liar. She was talking about how Destiny does not understand nutrition like she does. And she was like crying, and it's just like an iconic moment because it's so funny that she's like crying. She's like, Destiny doesn't understand nutrition like I do because Destiny eats chicken fingers and mac and cheese, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So the point of that joke was a callback to that video. Nikocado was saying, my nutritionist's name is Amber. Amber's my nutritionist. So Amberlynn jumping in and just her thinking that he's just like referencing her kind of out of the blue. She's not thinking back that's a callback to the everything that I've lied about video where she's crying and saying how she understands nutrition better than her ex does.
Like, it's just not. I know a lot of you laugh at me, but I need you to know that I'm laughing with you, laughing at me. So, okay.
You can't be laughing with us laughing at you because you don't really get the joke.
So after I uploaded the Taco Bell mukbang, I think it was a couple days after, like, I am no good at timelines, so don't mind me. People were like literally messaging me like mad, like literally, like it was like all at once. So I was like, oh shit, what happened? People were saying, I can't believe you lied about cancer. Why would you lie about cancer? You're such a disgusting person. Like, you deserve to die. Nikocado Avocado has all the tea on you. Like, he told the truth, like all this stuff. And I'm just like, okay, what is really going on? Because there have been times before where people try to like start drama with like me and Destiny. Actually, as of recently, people were bombarding me with fake things, saying that Destiny was like saying these like fake things about me that she wasn't even saying, but people wanted the drama. So I was like, okay, so this is what's happening. I know Nikocado Avocado would never do that. Like, I know he trolls, but I don't think that he would ever demoralize his own self to make money.
Nikocado Avocado would never demoralize himself to make money. Amber, have you watched like 5 seconds of his content? That's the only thing he does for money is demoralize himself. You know, I can't think of anybody else that is like the definition of a YouTube sellout more than Nikocado Avocado.
I was like, there's just no way, because to blame someone of lying of cancer when they really had cancer, like that's just like morally wrong in my opinion. So I was like, there's just no way that's true. So finally, one of the messages I decided to reply. I said, proof. Send me proof. I want proof of Nikocado saying this. So I was not expecting the person to come back with proof, but they did. They sent me a compilation that someone made of Nikocado on multiple occasions, alluding and insinuating that I lied about cancer.
I think I have seen like the exact compilation that she's referring to. I think it's by a channel called Dainty. I'm gonna link it down below because I'm pretty sure that's what she's talking about. If not, I know that at least that compilation does have the clip or one of the clips that she's talking about. I know that it has it in there because I watched it the other day.
I know we can look at this and say, you know, you're taking it personal. That's not what he's insinuating. But I watched the video. I watched the compilation. And, yeah, he very much is insinuating that I lied about cancer.
I did see those clips. It's very, very obvious that that is what he is alluding to. There are a lot of things that you can make fun of Amberlynn about. There are a lot of things that you can dislike her for. And I can't believe I'm about to say this because I never thought these words would come out of my mouth. But in Amberlynn Reid's defense, she may be a troll. This girl is not a mastermind. She would not be able to even halfway fake cancer. Nor do I think that she would actually do that. Even though Amberlynn is totally a troll, I don't think that she would stoop that low. So I am in the camp that Amberlynn absolutely did not fake cancer. I personally never doubted that she had cancer. I've had very close family members be affected by cancer and they're good now, thank God. But like, it was touch and go for a minute. I don't think that Amberlynn is evil. Like, she may be a lot of things, but I don't think Amberlynn is evil. Nick Ocado is a shitty person. You know, he does shitty things for clout and for money and for clicks and for views.
And I need you guys to know that I don't care. Like, I literally don't care if people think that I am lying about the stupidest shit. Like, if I say that I ate an apple, people are like, no, she didn't. Whatever.
In this video, we're talking about why some people think or just kind of latched on to like a conspiracy about this cancer. And it is because you do have a massive, consistent reputation of being a liar about small things and about big things. It would make sense that Nick Ocado would say this and then stir up all of Hater Nation because everybody knows that you lie, and Nick knew that he could capitalize on that, and that is why it was dangerous for you to have him as a friend in the first place.
But I need you guys to know that being diagnosed with cancer was one of the most scariest times of my actual life. Still, every day I live in fear of, like, is it gonna come back? Where is it going to come back? Like, I'll feel a random pain in my body and I'll immediately be like, what if this is cancer? Like, it was just super fucking traumatizing. I literally can't have children. I do not have the option to have a fucking child because I had to have a full hysterectomy at the
Having a baby is something that over the course of Amberlynn's YouTube career that she's kind of mentioned in passing. She's never been like super like, I'm going to do this right now, of course. So I don't really think that this is something that she would lie about.
To me at the age of 29. Oh my God. So by Nick Ocado doing this, he is now making thousands of people, and he knows what he's doing. Like, in my humble opinion, he knows that by insinuating that I am lying about cancer, what type of reaction the audience is gonna have.
He absolutely does. And it's because, unfortunately, that Amberlynn has fostered and created a space where everything that she says or does is questioned because of the plethora, the menagerie of lies that she has just strewn out throughout the years. Nick Ocado saw that and capitalized on it, and that's a really unfortunate circumstance, and I don't think Amberlynn likes it because usually Amberlynn is the one to be capitalizing on it. The fact that people even were still skeptical because they know that she is a liar, it's really nobody else's fault but her own.
Like, he is smart. Like, in my opinion, one of the smarter YouTubers, in my opinion. He is very smart.
Smart, I would disagree with. Strategic, I feel like, is more accurate.
And I give him props for that, but I just don't think that this is okay because I have honestly been nothing but nice to him, and I looked up to him for the longest time, so it's hard to even have him do this for that reason. It would be so different if it wasn't someone I looked up to or wasn't someone that I actually went to for advice and stuff. And so seeing the compilation and hearing all this shit, I am just like, what is happening? So I actually went to an old phone that I have where me and Nick Ocado would text. I do have text messages of him asking what stage of cancer I have, etc., etc. I have talked to him about me having cancer. It was actually literally maybe a month after I was diagnosed, and I have those texts. I have multiple people in my life, family and friends. I have so many people in my life. You guys really think that I would lie about that, but then my family and my friends would lie? Like, it is insane.
For Amberlynn to pull this off, she ain't no mastermind. She ain't no puppeteer pulling the strings of everybody. This, for her to pull off this lie, how she supposedly did, if you believe that Amberlynn did not have cancer and that she faked it, the amount of work and the amount of people that she would have had to have involved, I just don't think Amberlynn is capable of that. And I don't mean that as an insult. I just mean it as being realistic. Like, do we really think that Amberlynn Reid can pull off a hoax this big and really not even like, she didn't even really milk it? More so, I highly doubt that she would have pulled off this conspiracy and then tell Nick Ocado through text message or DM privately that she faked the whole thing. Like, what kind of sense does that make?
I'm literally not going to sit here and sugarcoat this, but when the compilation was sent to me yesterday and I watched it, I cried a lot. Like, I had like an emotional breakdown. I did. It was mainly when I got to the comments of the compilation where it just felt like a sick joke. I just sat there and I was just reading all the comments, and people were like, I knew she didn't have cancer. I knew it was just like cysts on her ovaries. Girl, I wish.
Here's the thing with the comments. If anybody believes a single word that comes out of Nick's mouth, you already have a problem. Nick Ocado could say the sky is blue and I'd still look up and check. A lot of people do that for Amberlynn too, and typically I do that for Amberlynn, but not about things like this.
Wish it was cysts on my ovaries. I'm not saying that's not bad. I'm not knocking anyone's like problems that they're going through. I'm not trying to insult anyone, but it's just like, I don't know what to do, what else to prove to you that I did not lie. I shared the most embarrassing photos of my life. When I was diagnosed with cancer, I literally showed photos of the ER floor because I was literally bleeding to death.
I have seen those photos, and if you are weak-stomached, do not look at those. Do not go and search those up. If you are sensitive to blood at all, do not go and look up those photos. This is your warning.
I did not want to cry because I'm doing my makeup, and I have somewhere to go. I was literally bleeding to death, and people weren't believing me. So I showed the photos. It wasn't even at its worst. I'm sure you guys can Google to find them. Those photos still weren't even enough. And I made a video showing my medical records. And I'm an idiot, and I forgot to edit some stuff out, so you guys got the real tea. But the point is, like, I showed my actual medical records where it showed that I was diagnosed with uterine cancer, stage 1, grade B. Sorry, I always say 2, because there's 3 stages. But, see, I'm just getting so flustered. It's different for, like, super, like, trolly reaction, compilation, like, people who actually hate me to, like, not believe that I have cancer because they believe that I lie literally about everything under the freaking sun. I get that. But someone that I've actually spoken to about my cancer, even if it was just like briefly, and someone who I literally looked up to and asked advice from, like, it is so painful. I'm just frustrated, and you guys can believe who you want, obviously, but cancer is some of the scariest shit that you could ever go through. Sometimes I sit here and I'm just like, I feel like I never even went through it. Like, I feel like it's like fake, like it never really even happened. And it's because it feels like it was from like a whole other world. Like, I didn't see my mom for over 12 years. And she literally came to me for 2 months. She was only supposed to stay I think it was for like 5 days. But she ended up staying for like 2 months because everything was happening so quickly. Like,
I kind of believe Amberlynn when she says that it feels like another world, and it feels like another life, and it feels like it was fake and it wasn't even her. I think that Amberlynn has an extreme ability to compartmentalize things that are very upsetting to her, but not in the right ways, if that makes sense. Like, she hasn't mentioned it for a really long time, so I do kind of believe that she has really just kind of like, she got the surgery and recovered and just kind of like tucked it away.
Like, I don't know if I've shared like absolutely everything, like my whole cancer story and my hysterectomy. My girlfriend keeps telling me that I should share that story and be open and share that part of me, because I didn't, share everything.
And right after this video, Amberlynn, she uploaded a video, I think it was called I Didn't Lie. And it was basically just like a bunch of clips and basically just a bunch of proof of like her being in the hospital, her recovering from surgery. She really does have to upload proof of any claim to prove that she's not lying to people. Although I do agree that this is one of those things that she shouldn't have to upload proof for. She kind of sunk her own ship. Like I said it once in this video before, but like nobody would really on a wide scale be accusing her of lying, or basically having the potential of lying, the potential of falsifying something like this, if she hadn't also lied about a lot of other very detrimental large scale issues.
Sharing that part of me and really getting vulnerable with it. And same goes with like my foster care experience. Like, sharing those parts of me puts me in a very vulnerable spot for people to attack me and for people to not believe me. And there are literal times where I'm just like, I wish I would have never, ever shared my cancer diagnosis.
I really hate to say this, but at this point in Amberlynn's YouTube journey, I firmly do believe that vulnerability is a privilege that Amberlynn took for granted and then lost. Even if she was being genuine about the circumstance, but she used that situation or just totally lied about things to manipulate people and to, sad fish people or whatever it's called, like sad bait, or basically just like sympathy. Now it's kind of boy who cried wolf, because she has ruined her reputation of being able to be genuine. I think on a wide scale for her audience, the ship has sailed on vulnerability. She's probably never going to be able to do that without people either trolling her about it or accusing her of lying, which is sad, but it's just reality.
I don't know, I'm just like really sad I'm making this video, because it's insane how many people are calling me a liar about something so serious. Like, I would never, ever, ever, ever lie. Wow, I'm getting heated. I would never lie about something like this. Like, I didn't even want to like bring it to attention, but I am just getting bombarded with thousands of people believing him over the multitudes of proof that I have given. And you guys can go back and watch that timeline and the things that I've been through. Like, I don't get it.
Honestly, I don't get it either. And this is going to be one of those momentous moments where I say I do agree with Amberlynn, because this typically never happens. But how anybody can take Nikocato's word over Amberlynn's, especially with all the proof that she has provided, I find asinine. I just don't see how anybody can do that unless they're just looking for confirmation bias.
I really, truly don't. I don't know, like, is this even allowed? Like, is he allowed to be telling people that I lied about cancer when I didn't? Like, is this something that's allowed on YouTube?
Well, it's certainly not against terms of service. I know a lot of people would say it's defamatory, but for it to be defamatory, it's gotta be proven that Amberlynn had a loss in some way, which I don't think you could be able to prove, because Amberlynn's reputation was already shit. It's not like she was this beloved figure and then Nicocato came out and said she lied and now everybody hates her. Everybody really didn't like her beforehand. Is he allowed to? Sure. Should he? I don't like that he did that.
Because this is detrimental. I know I don't have like a great reputation because the trolling I've done, I get it. I completely get it. But this is where it like draws a line. I know a difference between trolling and just like downright being cruel, and for me this is cruel, and I never wanted any of this. I never wanted the drama of it. I never wanted to be attacked. I simply just shared parts of my cancer story, and now I'm just leaving myself like with regret. I absolutely regret it. I don't like to regret many things in life, But this is something that I wish I would have never spoken about ever. People to downplay my experience because they don't believe me is so fucking insane. Oh no, I'm rambling at this point. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this video because I just don't want the drama. I just feel like it's important that I share my truth, honestly. And this is my truth.
So, final thoughts. I am not often sympathetic to Amberlynn, but I can definitely see where she's coming from in this video. I think that she probably should have been more careful around Nick, even just interacting with him, because he has proven time and time again to use anything and everything, straight up lie, fabricate, exaggerate, whatever, just to get drama started and get attention to his channel. Yeah, those are my thoughts. I really enjoy watching Amberlynn because she's just kind of a drama queen and I live for messiness. So I may do more videos for her. I don't know. We'll have to see. So that's all I got for you. See ya.